Friends, and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. Today we are making chipotle carne asada street tacos. And we're going to use this opportunity to try out something I hadn't had before, some Cholula cremosa chipotle sauce. Looks good. I don't see how it can be wrong, but we'll find out. Now it's a balmy 99 degrees today in the Valley of the Sun, so when that happens, when it gets that cool, you got to take advantage of it and cook outside. Glorious day. Let's get it going. First thing we're going to do is make the marinade for the carne asada. Now, as always, loyal viewers, all of the ingredients, their amounts, and the directions are down below in the description section. All right, so the first thing goes in is the cilantro. Next, we have one of our favorite ingredients, diced chipotles in adobo. If this ain't in your pantry, you are missing out. What I got here is 4 green onions. If you want to sound sophisticated, scallions. Now these are going into a Vitamix, so you only need a very rough cut. Another Galley of the Sun favorite, minced garlic. You can use the recipe, but I measure that with my heart.
Damn right.
Now, I do know the recipe down below says the zest and juice of 2 limes, but the limes at the grocery store were pretty darn dinky. So I decided to use the ones that grow at my house, which were about the same damn size. So I'm going to use 3 of them. If you're a frequent viewer of the Galley of the Sun, you know I like to let things marinate overnight. In this case, you don't want to because there's a lot of lime juice in this and orange juice. If you do leave this overnight, your meat's going to get mushy. We don't want mushy. Hell no. So, about 1 to 4 hours is the target for this. I'm setting about 3.5 hours before I intend to get this on the grill. So we're pretty good. All right, the limes are in. Now we're going to do the same thing with an orange. Now be sure to only get the orange part, don't get that white part, otherwise your marinade's going to be more bitter than a Dallas Cowboy fan come playoff time.
Brutal.
He's not wrong.
It's true. In goes a couple tablespoons of W sauce. Your ground cumin, your salt, and your pepper. Couple tablespoons of Spiceology's chili margarita seasoning. Oh, this stuff's amazing. And then your avocado oil, which is about all I have left in this jar. Now, my friends, we shall blend. All right, now I have a 2-pound flank steak here. Gonna take that out and slice it into more manageable size here. Actually, just 1. I'm happy with that right there. That goes into your gallon-size Ziploc bag, along with the marinade. Chuck that in the refrigerator and let it sit there for about 1 to 4 hours. Gonna pour a little bit in there with that first piece, get it coated, get the second piece in there, put in the rest of the marinade, and we're off to the races. Now, can you really have street tacos at home without having some good chips and salsa? Hell no, you can't. So, in a little bit here, we're going to put together an incredible salsa with fresh ingredients to have with our tacos. So we'll be back to do that soon. All right, the steaks are safely in the refrigerator. Let's get into making the salsa. Because this ain't going to be as easy as you think. This is Galley of the Sun. We don't do easy. First thing into your blender goes 5 tomatoes. If you got a Vitamix, well, that would work, but that takes up a lot of room. I am going to quarter them. Next is a juice of a couple limes. If you have decent sized limes, 1 will do. It's still pretty early in the season, but like I said, the grocery store didn't have anything better than I did, so. We will rough chop a white onion to go in there. A jalapeno, if you're worried about the heat, like I'm worried about Char beating me if I don't take the seeds out, then take the seeds out. Get the veins too. If you like the heat, just knock off the stem and chuck that puppy in there. You knew it was coming. Our two favorite ingredients: garlic and chipotles. Cilantro. A little bit of avocado oil. I love the flavor of Spiceology's achote seasoning, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon of that in there. And as if we didn't have enough garlic and chipotles in there, some of Spiceology's chipotle garlic. Salt, sea salt, sea salt, black pepper. And we shall mix. Or blend, more appropriate, it's a blender. Now, if you want a chunky salsa, stop right now, pour that in a bowl, and serve that up. It's going to be delicious. We're going for something a little bit more complex, so I'm going to pretty much liquefy this. All right, going to check it for salt real quick. OMG, LOL. I'm very happy with that. It's got a little bit of a bite from the jalapeno and the chipotles. All right, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to get set up for the next step. We'll see you then. All right, in our previous step, we made some damn good salsa. Now we're going to take that and make it very damn good salsa. So I'm going to turn on my burner here and add, I don't know, about 4 or 5 tablespoons of avocado oil. And we're going to wait for that to shimmer. Okay, it is shimmering. Now, there is a good chance for splatterage here, so pour away from you. Safety first, at the Galley of the Sun and everywhere. Okay, it didn't shimmer, it didn't splatter as much as I thought it was going to. Then we're going to get this good and mixed together. Get that oil incorporated with the tomatoes and cilantro and chipotles and jalapenos and all those seasonings. All right, I'm happy with the mixing. Now I'm waiting for this to basically come to a boil. All right, it's starting to bubble for us. Now I'm going to give it a stir. I'm going to lower the heat, put the cover on it, and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to allow it to cool. Then I'm going to transfer it to the refrigerator, and we'll finish it up shortly before we're ready to serve those tacos. So we'll see you then. All righty, 3 hours have passed, maybe 3.5, I don't know. But the my Yoder YS640S pellet grill is preheating to 450 degrees, getting ready to do some direct cooking. I've taken the diffuser plate out, so gonna have some flame cooked meat here real soon. In the meantime, let's finish up that salsa. So if you remember, we made the fresh salsa and we had some good salsa. Then we cooked it. We had some damn good salsa. Well, now we're going to take it to the highest level possible. So what I have here is about a half a bunch of cilantro. We're gonna chop that up. So all these steps here are to add texture. It's got great flavor. It is like the salsa that you would get in a Mexican restaurant with your chips. So very thin, incredible flavor. Now we're gonna add the texture. Okay, salsa chopped, we add that in. Next I got a small sweet onion here. We're gonna dice that up. Get that added in. And last but not least, I have an avocado here. With this, we're gonna use a smaller knife and get this thing diced inside of the skin here. And add that to our salsa. Now we'll get that all stirred up. All right, now I could try this and tell you how amazing it is, but you can't trust me, I made it, right? I'm not gonna say I made crap, so I'm gonna get that stuck in the refrigerator so we can get some judgment from the director, so you get the truth. I care that much. All right, once I come back, we'll get those steaks on the smoker and get them grilled. We'll see you then. All right, the smoker is ready to go for basically grilling mode. This is going to be a pretty short cook. We really only need about 3 minutes per side. Then we're going to get this on a tray, cover it with foil, let it rest for 10 minutes, cut it up, and then make the tacos. So let's get it on.
Enough talk. Let's get on with it.
Gonna cook it, 3 minutes per side, rest it. We'll see you when it's time for some judgment. All right, the cooking is done. The director is here. I noticed she doesn't have a chip to test the salsa, but that's okay. We'll make do. So here we go. How did our tacos turn out?
Very good flavor. I like it.
All right, we did well. Now she's gonna try the salsa with her taco. She don't need a chip. She don't.
No, I like that. Really taste the lime. Chipotle. Yeah.
Very good. All right, it's gonna be a good night for me. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today. And until we see you next time, fair winds and following seas.